Alright, I am back off of my hiatus, and ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play the third installation of the Mega Man Zero series. Mega Man Zero 3, and arguably the best in the series. Why didn't I wait for Christmas for this? Because I intended on finishing the Mega Man series this year in 2021. So for those of you who have not actually checked out Mega Man Zero's 1 and 2, here's the story. The legendary Reploid Zero awoke from a long slumber. With Ciel's resistance, he defeated Copy X, the new ruler of Neo Arcadia. The terror of the Neo Arcadia regime ended, but the energy shortage remained a constant problem. And that's basically from one in a nutshell. Ciel devoted herself to researching new forms of energy, and Elpizo became the newly appointed resistant leader. Albeit a very crappy one, but still newly appointed. However, overcome by his desire for power and his complete ignorance, Elpizo awakened the Dark Elf, whose magic had once nearly destroyed the world, and is going for a second try! Elpizo, thirsting for the power of the Dark Elf, lost sight of his true duty, i.e. went full Neo Arcadian, sorry about that, and was finally defeated after a fierce battle. However, the Dark Elf fuck the Dark Elf. Anyway, the battle for the Dark Elf had only just begun, goddammit, I stuttered on that. But still, Elpizo done fucked up, and we have to deal with this. 2 months later, we're getting the backlash of the last events of, I do believe, Part 12 of Mega Man Zero 2. And that was where I defeated Elpizo. But let's be honest, folks. Zero and Ciel and the resistant fighters walking in the snow, that can only mean one thing. Something bad's about to happen. And she's completed her device despite Elpizo's ignorance. But she was going to tell them about it, and unfortunately Neo Arcadia has not responded. God damn it, we are not going to do this now, Lungs. We're not going to do this now. Anyway, they don't have a reason to fight, so instead they want to try to bury the hatchet. Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. For you see, someone has already awakened to make sure that it didn't happen. Sorry about that. My throat was starting to get a little bit parched and stuff. It always does that at the worst possible time. But that object in the back looks really familiar. And for those of you who probably haven't seen it, is from the ending of Zero 2, where a certain someone had released Omega. And for the record, I'm not spoiling anything. In fact, it's on my channel. You can watch it right now, so you yourself won't be too spoiled. But then again, this is Capcom. Subtlety's not their strongest suit. So on that note, Ciel has pretty much figured out that there's a being just as powerful, if not more powerful, with the same signature as the Dark Elf in the vicinity. Which means bad things is going to happen. And obviously Neo Arcadia is in the vicinity. So on that note, let's go on ahead and take care of business. The only way Zero knows how. By hacking, slashing, and shooting things. But before I do, it's customary that I change my control scheme. Yeah, I might want to, cause I need to switch out how the main weapon works. There we go. Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect right here. Anyway, the whole difference of this gameplay is real simple. The gameplay is smoother and faster than 0-2, and more importantly, the elves is no longer in like complicated boxes to find throughout the entirety of the game. There are certain elves in the entirety of this area that are hidden behind hidden boxes, like the one I slashed up earlier on. So that makes it easier for me not having to actually show you where everything is. And he's getting closer to the Dark Elf. But before you do, trouble is about to happen. And by trouble, I mean the Neo Arcadian army. Apparently they didn't get the memo to stand down. Ciel completed the weapon. We don't need to fight anymore. So now, the resistance forces are trying to hold off the Pantheons that are there. And that means, yep, here comes one of the three guardians, Harpuya. Relax. They won't come to any harm. Harpuya. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be simple. I'm letting you off the hook this time. But you and those resistance fighters must leave now. You're letting us off the hook? Scram! I don't have time to mess with you now. Oh, that's not good. Zero! Can you hear me? Seems you're okay. Leave the rest of this up to me. I want you all to head back to the Resistance base. But Zero! Well, leave. I've heard that voice somewhere before. Is it calling me? Oh boy, I don't like that growl either. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the second half of this area. So, all we have to do is just watch out for the ice. Because guess what? Crushing damage is a thing! What a way to start 0-3. While it is basically one of the more forgiving entries in the series, it's still one of the hardest in the series by a long shot. Now then, there is still the matter of the blocks that I just got finished chopping in half. Then also some enemies will have chips that will contain elves. That's how you're going to get things. Not just that, this is a new system that is much more lenient to A ranks than what Zero's 1 and 2 is. You see, you can now actually equip elves instead of eat them. It's technically eating, but still, you can equip elves to you, and those elves will give you special bonuses. Mind you, the chips will also give you certain parts that you will probably find later on. And on that note, I have to make myself ready because I'm about to get into a boss fight in just a moment. Oh, this ain't good. Hold on, I'll be right back. I think I got something on the stove. Of course, dinner happened to happen right at the best part. Now you're asking for it, brother. Oh, yeah! It's the return of Macho Man Feral Savage! Oh, blast to pieces, brother. Oh, yeah! Oh, no! I'm sorry I had to do that. But anyway, this is Omega! That's the monstrosity that was being unleashed upon the world thanks to Elpizo in 0-2. So on that note, we're gonna have to take that thing down. And obviously, we're not gonna be able to hurt it. Oh, and there's also something else bad. Xbox recorder ends up going full Neo Arcadian. and stops in the middle of the goddamn cutscene. Never go full Neo Arcadian. Zero! What the heck are you doing here? What is that thing? That's Omega. His mere existence defies reality. He's strong, but he's not as fun to fight as you are. Oh god, she's gone full Neo Arcadian even after getting slammed across the wall. I don't feel like fighting him, so he's all yours. See you later, Zero. As in, no you won't. Bah! That Leviathan! I can't move. We'll have to finish this another time, brother. Hey, Zero. I'll get you and that Omega one of these days. Oh, yeah! Don't you dare die before then, Zero. Oh, yeah! And now I'm left to fight this damn thing. Omega, huh? So, you were the one who called me here. And you're gonna die. Well, not literally, you're just the opening boss. But whatever the case, ladies and gentlemen, Omega's patterns is simplistic, really, even though I'm getting hit in the face. You're supposed to dodge the rings. Unfortunately, I screwed that up too, and you're also supposed to dodge the lasers. I screwed that up as well. But Omega stays in one place. Normally, this would not warrant an A rank, but unfortunately, well, things happen. And by things, I mean I've killed enough enemies to compensate. Whatever the case, folks, he's coming back for more. He's not done yet. You just don't know when to give up, do you? And Harpuya stops him with Thunderbolt. What the hell? Where was all this in 02? So you're Omega. I'm afraid I can't let you leave this place ever. Time for you to meet your destruction. I know that's not what he said, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going for that. But just before he does... Omega, that would be quite enough. This asshole right here. From this day forward, you will fight with this person as a Neo Arcadian. Speaking of going full Neo Arcadian, meet Dr. Weil. It's not polite to smash a friend like that. Lord Weil. Yeah, get used to seeing that, because guess what's gonna happen throughout the entirety of the game? Everyone worshipping that guy. A Neo Arcadian? Who is this guy? I am Weil. You may call me Dr. Weil. No, not this guy. He is behind everything wrong between 01 and this game. You must know my name, Harpuya of the Four Guardians, and you, the legendary hero, Zero. Dr. Weil? You're kidding me. It can't be. Why are you here? Who was banished from Neo Arcadia a century ago with Omega? That's simple. Oh god, not this dick. I brought him back. No, yeah, that's right. Copy X is back for another go. Master X, is that you? Harpuya, you haven't changed. And then there's... I missed you, Zero. Yeah, you sure did with the self-destruction, buddy. You must be... You're a copy of X, aren't you? And you know what? He's not going to deny that. I brought back Master X, whom you defeated long ago, to protect humanity from the chaos of this world. In other words, he put the guy who almost doomed Neo Arcadia back in the seat. Weil saved my life. I owe him, see? I'll take back Omega to thank you. Harpua, you keep searching for the Dark Elf. Omega and the Dark Elf. We'll need them both for what's to come. But Master X, think how many humans died because of the Dark Elf and Omega, both built by this man. Oh, now it all comes to light. How can you justify exposing humanity to such grave danger, especially now with the energy crisis almost solved? What's this? Are you trying to tell Master X what to do? When did you grow so bold, Harpua? After the 2 beatings I gave him in the last 2 games? Weil, you... So Zero, you guys are searching for the Dark Elf, right? Let's make a context out of it. I'll show you who the real hero is. Here's a hint. It's me. My name's on the cover, buddy. Now things are getting interesting, Zero. Let's see how far you'll get with that body. And there's Capcom shooting subtlety straight in the goddamn foot. Remember this, folks, because it'll come back to haunt you later. Anyway, we're done here with this mission. And unfortunately, Ciel heard the whole thing. Thanks to Elpizo, the Dark Elf's on the loose. Omega's on the loose. And now X is back. It can't get any worse. Oh wait, yes it can. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go on ahead and go back to base. Ah, the transfer ladies are back. That's one meme that I'll never miss. What should I do? Well, for one, not letting Neo Arcadia have the Dark Elf. That would be priority number 1. I will calculate our best course of action, giving priority to the search for the Dark Elf. I'll report to Miss Ciel as soon as the results are in. Miss Ciel, please cheer up. Everything's turned out alright before, hasn't it? That's right. We believe in you, Miss Ciel, and Mr. Zero too. Thank you, everyone. If 04 has anything to go by, things are not gonna be alright. The simulation will take a little longer. I think we're gonna need your help again, Zero, but you should get a little rest first. For now, I'll save your data. And by the way, I already know how to do this based on the Nintendo DS version of this game, but I tested to see if I was going to be able to record. That's why that playthrough was there. Anyway, we're gonna have to go to Servo and his secret disc analyzer. The secret disc analyzer was to pick up any of the discs, which you probably haven't seen because I already have them all. And for the record, the secret discs are going to be easy to find. They're in the boxes with the... Some of them, if not most of them, are in the boxes marked with the blue squares. And some of them are in enemies. And the ones in enemies are primarily going to be the ones that will give you data on the enemies. So this is Servo. And you already know him for the last 2 games. He's the guy that practically builds up your weapons. Well, not this time around. In 03, your weapons are already built to perfection. However, say goodbye to the chain rod and hello to the recoil rod. The recoil rod is awesome! And the shield boomerang is still here. You're going to miss these weapons in the next game, I promise you! However, again, Xbox DVR goes full Neo Arcadian and stops right in the middle of the recording. So on that note, we're gonna have to go back to deal with Ciel and actually talk to her about the operation that we're gonna be going through. But as I was saying earlier, before my lungs started getting filled with yuck and all sorts of bullcrap, and no, I'm not a smoker, things are a little bit different this time around. There's only 2 subtakes to find in this game, and they're both cyber elves. Not to mention, there's going to be different head parts and different body parts. No, there's different head parts and also body parts. Oh wait, no, actually no. That middle section is the chip. That's what that's for. And we gotta get a chip later on. But all these elves, you can just simply equip them and they will give you the life energy that you need. And they'll be satellite elves. And these satellite elves, all you have to do is just equip them, you'll be fine. So long, well, your rank will be fine anyway, so long as you do not set foot in the negative zone, aka the cyber zone. You set foot in the cyber zone, kiss your ranking goodbye. That's how this game works. So with all the elves that you have, and plus these elves need to be fed, well, I don't think they need to be fed crystals to evolve. They could be fused, but not evolved. So basically, fusing the elves will cause you to lose a ranking as well. Yeah, primarily those elves with the F on them. But that one right there, the ones with the A rank, you only need those if you truly cannot get EX skills. That's an ironic thing to say because I only managed to get 1 if not 3 EX skills throughout the entirety of the game. Maximum 3. Because the levels can be really hard. Did I stress enough that this game is hard as hell? But we will be talking to Ciel. But more importantly, we will go after our hit list of Neo Arcadians to deal with. So, just like before, it's going to be split in 4. The first 4, first half, then the middle section, and then the second 4, second half. However, the middle section's a little bit different. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. This isn't really that long of a game. However, let's be blunt here, folks. There is going to be a good number of parts. And by good number, I'd say in the neighborhood of 13. So it's not going to be that long of a playthrough, as opposed to most of the playthroughs I have. Ironically enough, the longest playthrough I have in this entire channel is Persona 4. So with that said, here is our hit list, and we'll be checking out our hit list and going after Blazing Flizzard in part 2. This is RVman985. I will see you guys next time on Mega Man 03. Elpizo then ruined everything. Thanks, Elpizo.